Okay, what do we have on the Scores tab? Well, firstly, we've got a little menu here. You can go back and edit the weighting if you need to. If you do click on Edit the Weighting, it's pretty much assured that you will be clicking back on this Update or Generate Rubric button. You can click that as many times as you like. It just simply erases all the data and starts again. But if you decide, oh, actually, I don't need to click that again, you can just click back on this Scores tab. So let's just see, look, let's pretend we updated something here and we're clicking on that and it basically takes us through. This little message here will always tell you which column to look in for the percentages. I'll explain that just in a minute. Once you're totally ready, you can click on the finish flag and you can finalize the rubric, but let's just have a look at the different parts that we have here so that you can sort of get a bit of a sense as to what's going on. Firstly, because this is a levels-based rubric, we need to weight the skills in different manners. So we're actually going to get a level for this group of skills and a level for this group of skills. So for the reading and viewing and for the writing, as opposed to just a single level for the entire rubric. So to do that, what's happened is we've had to split the reading and viewing group skills and the writing skills up as well. And what we've got here is a little table that these are the number of skills. So there are 11 skills in reading and viewing. You can go back and count them if you wanted to. So there we are. And down here there's 11. So there's 11 skills there, and there should be 10 skills in writing. 10. Let's have a look. Yep, there's 10 there. And basically, the way that we've weighted, this is a little summary of our weighting. So we've put one skill at above level. We've put a couple of skills there at, well above, one skill at well above, some at above, at level, etc. So they're our cut points. So to score well below, you have to score at least one skill point right through to 3. So let's just go and check that. Yep, 1, 2, 3, that's right. Okay, so what that's done then is it's then assigned the levels based on those cut points. So between 1 and 3 should be well below, 1 and 3, well below, between 4 and 6 should be below, 4 and 6, and so on and so forth. So that's just a bit of a check you can look at to make sure that everything's going to plan. Depending on how you've weighted it, if you've weighted it without anything at below level or well above, then you might get some zeros there, but that's fine. You can either reweight or you can just deal with that. That's totally fine. The rubric should still work, and so on. Now this is again the same for writing. So you've just got the little writing table there. You've got the summary of the weighting there. Okay, so over here in columns P and Q, it might be different for you depending on how many strands you have. You've got your cut points. So there's 10 for writing and 11 for reading and viewing, which means there's a total of 21 cut points. And we're generating their percentage as well. So not only do the students get a level statement for writing for the 2 strands, they also get an overall percentage. And the way that we work that out, these green cut points here should be the at level cut points. So it's added up both writing and reading and viewing. They're the at level cut points. And it's just basically assigned some arbitrary percentages. The top cut point gets 100. If you don't have 100, it means that you didn't have any in well above, but that's fine. You can just change that to 100. You can basically change any of the numbers in Q here. As long as they're a whole number, it should be fine. So if I didn't want that to be 81, sorry, I could change it to 82 if I really wanted to. Or even 80. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you what you do here in terms of changing these percentages. You might notice that it's dropping down to 55 from 65 there. That's because just of the way that the macro's programmed. It's saying that, well, if it's below level, it's going to be between 60 and 40%. Above level is going to be between 60 and 80%. So that's just because we're in beta mode at the moment. That's just sort of how it is. But you can, of course, feel free to change these percentages if you want to. Just keeping in mind that these scores here that will be highlighted in green are the at-level scores. So you don't want to do, you want to make sure that those scores are reasonable, because they're what most students, you should be aiming to get, that at-level zone. So that's the score table. Once you're sort of happy with all of those things, you can click on Finalize the Rubric, and all things going to plan, it'll say, do you want to start marking? Press yes, and it'll get rid of all those tabs, and it'll get straight into marking mode, which means you've got your marking tab, where you've got your rubric, you've got your Gutmann tab, where you've got your data to analyze, and you can go back at any time using these hyperlinks to import your class, start marking, analyze, keep marking, all that sort of stuff. You just follow the links. If you decide that you need to re-edit the rubric for any reason, you can re-enter editing mode. It'll bring back all these tabs. Or you can enter marking mode and you'll get rid of them all again. So that's the scoring table.